May issue pa na yung bagong OIC Ombudsman Vargas, ang asawa daw, kaklase daw ni Secretary Boying sa UP Law. Therefore, there's extremely heavy pressure to dismiss the case against Boying. At eto nga, na itong kaso ay madidismiss ngayong linggo. Bakit i-dismiss yan? Yan ang tanong ko. At ang balita, immediately executory ang ilalabas. The OIC will nonetheless issue an ombudsman clearance for Secretary Boying to become the next ombudsman. I will be very, very surprised kung aabot si VP Sara na malaya kapag si Secretary Boying ay nakaupo ng ombudsman. He can only be removed by impeachment.
Git ninyo na plano nila na kaya ilagay si Secretary Boying Rimulya sa ombudsman para ipakulong si VP Sara at mga ka-alyado niya. Ano yung suspicion o may nakuha kayo na mabigat na information na pinagbasihan nyo?
Yes, marami po tayong information na talagang dito patungo ang paghalal ng isang ombudsman na kaibigan natin dati pero hindi naman natin mapagkakailay. Ang labo-labo naman ng ganon. Kaya tututulan ko po at magtiisan po tayo. Hindi natin kakayanin yan at hindi dapat mangyari yan. Dahil klaro naman hindi dapat politiko, klaro yung conflict of interest, hindi naman na maitatakwil na may kaso. So, 2 sets of cases against Secretary Boying Rimulya presently pending before the Ombudsman. Kung paano siya magkakaroon ng clearance from the Ombudsman, pipilitin talaga, pinaltan na yung Deputy OIC na dati nariyan, si Deputy OIC Castillo, malamang ayaw mag-cooperate, kaya kung ano-anong paninira nakikita natin sa online. Meron administrative case for grave misconduct and conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service. May ikalawa pa, may criminal cases, usurpation of judicial functions under the revised penal code, another criminal case for arbitrary detention of PRRD. Ayan, so nag-file ako nung nakaraan 27 August ng position paper ad cautelam kasi marami pang pending, marami pang iniintay. Higit sa lahat, hindi pa nare-resolve yung time to file the position paper. Iintay rin kami yung mga respondent. Panay ang extension of time to file, wala pa, hindi pa pinipila, tapos yung counter affidavit pa. And then Marbil, si General Marbil, may motion to withdraw pa his rejoinder affidavit. So ang dami pang nakatenga, dapat talaga, pasok na yan sa preliminary investigation. Di naman nila pwedeng i-dismiss kasi umandar na yung kaso Meron pa akong motion for clarificatory hearing. Meron pa akong motion for supplemental position paper. Kaya, ayun, nung nag-file ako nung 27 August, yung sumunod na araw, wala, tinanggal na si OIC Ombudsman Marie Flor Punsalan Castillo. Bigla-bigla ang pinasok yung Deputy Ombudsman sa Visayas, si Dante Vargas naman. Ang dai-daing naririnig, ang daming haka-haka, ang daming pinapakita na sinisiraan na nga si OIC Ombudsman Castillo na dati-rati wala naman tayong naririnig tungkol dyan. Kung ano-anong district engineer flood zone control, talaga naman nasa uso bigla. Ang totoo, ang balita, ang pagkakilala kay Justice Punsalan Castillo, hindi daw yan napapagsabihan kasi very independent-minded at very legalista. Kaya hindi talaga nauuto, hindi talaga nasusuhulan, yun na nga. Tapos may issue pa na yung bagong OIC Ombudsman Vargas, ang asawa daw, kaklase daw ni Secretary Boying sa UP Law. Therefore, there's extremely heavy pressure to dismiss the case against Boying. At eto nga, na itong kaso ay madidismiss ngayong linggo. Bakit i-dismiss yan? Yan ang tanong ko. At ang balita, immediately executory ang ilalabas. It's also alleged that even though the time for filing of the motion for reconsideration has not lapsed, the OIC will nonetheless issue an ombudsman clearance para tuloy-tuloy ang pag-appoint kay Boying. It's very bothersome if the cases will be dismissed days after the position papers were filed. Kulang pa yung response galing sa mga respondent. Marami pang pending incident. I-dismiss. Ang dami pang nakatenga. Hindi ba nakakaduda yan? There is a very ominous reason, clearly, for Secretary Boying to become the next ombudsman. It's the new phase in the effort to get rid of VP Sara before 2028. And since the PI failed, the impeachment failed, therefore the third attempt is lawfare at its very worst. Imprison Inday Sara, all the Duterte allies, including myself, perhaps, to be harassed by cases with the new ombudsman. Plunder will be the name of the game. No bail and imprisonment until 2028. I will be very, very surprised kung aabot si VP Sara na malaya kapag naupo itong uri ng ombudsman. Kaya ako, magfa-file ako ng opposition, pati sa JBC, dahil klarong-klaro yung conflict of interest, tapos magiging magulo. Kapag itong mga kaso sa PRRD arrest will be rendered ineffective. Halimbawa, if the OIC Ombudsman caves to pressure, dismisses na nga the cases, pati yung MR i-dismiss, mapupunta sa CA, sa Supreme Court, paano yan? Kahit i-reverse ng CA or Supreme Court yung OIC Ombudsman, orders the dismissal from service, declares he's perpetually disqualified. Paano ma-enforce yung desisyon na yan kung si Secretary Boying ay nakaupo ng ombudsman? He can only be removed by impeachment. It may not be amiss to inform the JBC as well as the present OIC ombudsman that we understand and commiserate with the unbearable, tremendous pressure to issue a clearance. That way, the JBC is apprised to scrutinize more carefully instead the circumstances surrounding the issuance of said clearance or certification, if and when that will be issued. Yun lang.